Live from Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri, we bring you AAA baseball from the International League. It's the Charlotte Knights and the Memphis Redbirds. First pitch coming your way next. We are just about ready for baseball. And on the hill today, Miles Michaelis. Here's what you should keep an eye on. With 5 pitches in the arsenal, he's got a lot of ways to approach each hitter in this lineup. But if he only has 1 or 2 of those pitches working, the batters will have an easier time guessing what's coming. Anytime you can eliminate pitches from consideration, it gives you a leg up against the pitcher. Leading off, Dominic Fletcher. And away we go this afternoon. Wouldn't chase that time. Strike 1.
2-1.
Nice eye right there. And that's a base hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting second, the shortstop, Danny Mendes.
And now the shortstop, Danny Mendes. And takes low for ball 1. Michaelis, a former All-Star. He works with a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Here comes the 1-0. There goes the runner. That's in for a strike. Whoa, they get the out. One out and the base is empty. Hits this one to fairly deep center field. There to make the catch. And now 2 away.
That is third. The first baseman.
And now the first baseman, Gavin Sheets. And immediately fires a strike to the left-handed batter. 2 outs, base is empty. That clips the corner. Just missed. Nice take. Off the mark there. It's 2-2. 2 down and nobody aboard here in the second game of the series. Can't connect on the curveball. He strikes out. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left aboard. We move on to the bottom of the first, and there is no score. We're back here at the ballpark. On the hill here today, Brad Keller. Here's what we're expecting. Should be interesting to see how he mixes in that sinker in this one. It's not his bread and butter pitch, but he's got a decent amount of confidence in it. The key is going to be getting enough vertical movement on it because a sinker that flattens out often turns into a meatball. I'm sure he'll have to throw it enough to have some feel for it, but he might want to keep it in reserve for the moment he really needs a ground ball. Now the left fielder, Jordan Walker. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, base hit. Runner on base to start the inning. No time wasted here, and with good speed on first, they have some options about how to attack. Next to hit, Dylan Carlson. Swings through that one, 0-1 now.
0-1.
Checks on the runner. Walker back on a dive. The 0-1. Now this is lifted to center. Got it. One away.
That is third. The second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. Collected a couple of hits in yesterday's game. Pitch missed outside, and that's ball one. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
1-1.
Pitch misses there. Now 2 balls and a strike. Walker at first, 1 out. Next offering misses. 3 balls and a strike. Some serious heat, 97 on that fastball. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Batting fourth.
The designated hitter getting ready to hit. Late on that fastball.
No ball, 1 strike.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Down 0-2, and now you have to shorten up and just find a way to put it in play. Maybe gonna have to fight 1 or 2 off. Slides, got it. Throws to first. Oh, nice play. And we're on to inning number 2 in St. Louis. No score. Back from St. Louis. On to the next inning. Here's the third baseman, Mike Moustakas. This out to center. Carlson going back on this one. Out number 1 on the grab. Almost got the inning started with a bang on that fastball. I'm sure he wishes he could have put that over the wall. And now the left fielder, number 31. Michaelis, multi-time All-Star. 35 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2009 and fires in a heater at 95. Just missed. That backdoor breaker was awfully close. I think he may go to it again later in the AB. No score here in the second inning. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Textbook pitching. Slowed him down with the curve, then blew the fastball by him after he adjusted to the lower velo. Great work. That misses. 2-2. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. That one missed. Caught him looking for the strikeout. And he must have been looking in some other location. Otherwise, I don't know why he'd go down looking on a fastball on the inner half. Base is empty with 2 out. Next up, the designated hitter, Rafael Ortega. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Fouled off. He was late. Slider misses away. Foul ball there. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. To the right side. Baker steps on the bag. Play made. That ends the inning. Offense held in check here. We go to the bottom of the second inning. We're all tied, 0-0. We return in St. Louis. Bottom of the inning. Now the third baseman, Matt Carpenter. Breaking ball in there for a strike. That was a hanging slider, and he got a great look at it. I don't know why he didn't swing, but that's probably the best pitch to hit he'll get in this AB. And a high fly out to center. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Batting fifth. The shortstop, Brandon.
And the next batter, Brandon Crawford. And he's just a terrific defender. Not a lot of minor leaguers who can handle themselves in the field like he does. That misses the zone. Ball 1. In Double-A, Triple-A, you'll sometimes see some absolutely laughable defense. I once saw 3 errors with the bases loaded on a grounder back to the mound turn into a Little League grand slam. But he's cool and controlled out there, not likely to make that kind of mistake.
Batting seventh, the right field.
So digging in, Alec Burleson. First pitch, that's in for a strike. And that one fouled off. And 1-2. Cut on a miss. That's a strikeout. Lucan Baker digs in now. There's a strike.
0-1.
That'll back him up a bit. Crawford, the runner at first with 2 out. And there's a breaking ball that drops in. Clearly, he's confident in his breaking ball in this one. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Back-to-back Ks. They strand 1. We'll move on to the 3rd with no score. Back here at Busch Stadium at the plate, the second baseman.
Ryan Ramos.
That one misses, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Just missed. Here comes the 2-0. Swings and lifts a high fly ball out to left. That's back. And it is gone. A solo shot, and that gives them the lead. It's 1-0. Not often you'll see a ball hit that far with that kind of headwind. What a home run. With a 2-0 count, a good hitter is hunting for something meaty to hit. Well, he got that right there and didn't miss. Nice swing for the homer. And now the center fielder, Kevin Pillar. That misses the zone. And that is ball 1. Nobody on, nobody out. 1 run already across the plate this inning. We're here in the top half of the 3rd. The next pitch misses. And now 2-0. Outside corner, there's a strike. And that's outside. He swings and fouls one off. And that's a walk. Here's the catcher, Carlos Perez. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. The underhand flip. There's 1. They get 2. Now it's the right fielder, Dominic Fletcher. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. And swing and a miss. He reached back and blew the high heat by him. Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that. A swing and a miss chases way out of the zone. And another ball.
2-2.
Goes down looking on that one. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. It's now 1-0. We're back here at the ballpark, and here's the catcher, number 43. There's a strike.
No ball. One strike.
Down in the dirt, swing and a miss. Not sure what was discussed in the hitters meeting before this game. They're swinging at just about anything. Now here's the 0-2. That one in the dirt. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That one almost got it. In the air to the right. And it drops in. And that turns the lineup over.
Now back. No left field. Jordan Walker.
Back to the top of the order here. Jordan Walker now at the plate. 1-for-1, led off the bottom of the first with a single. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. The second, and he's safe. And the slider just misses. And a slow roller, Moustakas. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
The center fielder, number 3,
Dylan Carlson will hit next. First pitch doesn't find the zone. In the dirt. No advance on the bases. Good job behind the dish. Home team down by 1 here in the back end of the third inning. That one's spoiled, and it's now 2-1. That one pushed foul. Two and 2, and the pitch. Back and a miss. That's a strikeout.
Now back. Second
Brendan
baseman.
Donovan, the next to hit. Struck out swinging the first time.
Donovan.
This one to right. Fletcher on the move. That ends the inning. One runner left stranded. They're trailing here, 1-0. And we're back from St. Louis. Ben Gelman here with you and set to lead off the fourth, Danny Mende. Now a tapper that rolls foul. On 0-1, the delivery.
Hook. No ball. 2 strikes.
Ground ball right side. Donovan. On to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Now back. The first baseman, Gavin Sheets.
And here's the first baseman, Gavin Sheets. 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time. Way inside. And that's in there at the knees. This has been a solid outing for him, and a lot of that is because he keeps pounding the zone like he did with that low fastball. Cranked out to right center. Carlson, drop step, heads back on it. Hauls it in for the out. Had to cover a lot of ground there, and that's why you take those extra reps during batting practice, getting reads on the ball as it comes off the bat. Even a quarter second's hesitation can cost you in the game. Moustakas in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Just missed with that one. Tried to get him with the backdoor slider. And the slider just misses. Right through there for a strike. On the ground to short, Crawford. Over to first. They're in plenty of time, ends the inning. It's a 1-2-3 inning, but they hold a 1-0 lead. We return in St. Louis. And now at the plate, the designated hitter. And that's off the inside edge. He's done well so far, but we'll see what adjustments the heart of the order make for him the second time around. Rips this one to short. Fires across the diamond. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
So up next, Matt Carpenter. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. This outing has gone well for him so far, and part of that is because he's thrown better than 70% of his first pitches for strikes. That certainly helps. Good eye there. Gets him looking. And two away now. And here at the plate, Brandon Crawford. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Brandon Crawford.
And the slider just misses. On the ground to first, Sheets. There with plenty of time, inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors. On to the top of the 5th. The Knights lead it 1-0. All set for the start of this inning. And now, the left fielder.
Number 31, Zach Zillow.
That one misses, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss out front that time.
1-1.
The 1-1 offering. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. 1-2 offering. And another ball. It's a hit by pitch, and the leadoff man aboard to start the inning. And now the DH, Rafael Ortega. 0 for 1, rounded out the first time around. Ortega, 32 years old, and while he's usually in the outfield, today he's the designated hitter. Moved to first, dives back in safely. 1-0, and the pitch. Pulled softly, but that goes foul. That's pretty good command on a pitch we haven't seen him use much in this one. That one fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Back-to-back batters hit by a pitch now. And now, the second baseman, number 82. He's already homered in this ballgame. Right through there for a strike. Big opportunity to do damage, but the hitter can't get over-aggressive, or it could backfire big time. First and second, no outs. We're in the top of the 5th inning. It's ball 1. And the 1-1. And there's a ball. This is a critical moment for this pitcher. With the runners on base, you have to be wise with where you put your pitches. You could see some runs coming. 2-1 pitch is in there. Evens the count at 2-2.
Okay.
This one's in the dirt. No action on the bases, though. And this one lifted to left. Walker gets there under it. Got it. Just a shade too early with the swing, and the mechanics might have broken down a bit. He needs to try to put that up the middle instead of yanking it to the pull side. 1 out and 2 on. Kevin Pillar digs in now. Worked a walk in the first trip to the plate. Double steal attempt. Cut on and miss. And the throw. He's out at third. Runner at second with 2 down. And now it's even up. Nice job to spot slider out of the hand and read the movement. He did well to lay off that pitch. Swing and a ball popped up. Donovan settles under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. 1 runner left aboard, but they lead it 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and now the right fielder, Alec Burleson. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
0-1.
And the slider just misses. Next pitch off the plate, and it's 2-1. Lofts this one down the line and left, but it'll trace foul. The 2-2. And a foul ball, so he stays alive. Here's the 2-2. This one the other way. And that's a fair ball! And the tying runs at second base with a double. And that sensational plate discipline pays off right here. Got deep into the count, but he didn't panic, and he came through in the clutch. Luken Baker getting ready to hit. Struck out swinging in the first AB. Slider misses away. That just misses, and that's ball 2. This is a better approach than he showed the first time up when he struck out. He's working the count well. That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1. No outs and a runner on second. Got the strikeout. One gone. The catcher will hit next. Takes a strike. That slider just spun up in the zone. If it's in a hittable spot, it could go a long way. And that's outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's outside. Burleson, the runner at second with 1 gone. That one is absolutely pummeled. It one-hops off the wall. Might be trouble. Tying run is in to score from second. It's 1-1, and that's a double. Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. That ball was humming as it left the bat. Pretty clear early on in that play that he was looking at extra bases. So with a runner at second and 1 away, here's the left fielder, Jordan Walker. 1 for 2. They try to get a chase on a slider down and away. Swings through it. At a certain point, you have to commit to swing or take on a pitch. That slider clearly had him fooled. Great pitch. Got it. 2 gone now. Digging in, the switch-hitting outfielder, Dylan Carlson. And that one fouled off. Strike 2. Some nasty action on his sinker, and hitters need to force him to come up in the zone if they want to avoid chasing the low stuff. Swing and a pop-up. Makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. All square now at 1-1. back here at Busch Stadium, on to the top half of inning number 6. Second matchup of this 3-game series. Stepping in, Carlos Perez. Swings through that one for strike one. Such a close game. The next team to score could take all the momentum they need. Foul ball there. Spoils the 2-strike offering. Another coming up. That's not where you want to miss with the breaking ball with 2 strikes. You need to get that out of the zone. And a swing and a miss. And there's one down. So digging in, Dominic Fletcher. Good eye on that pitch.
1-0.
Now 1-1. Swing and a miss, chased it upstairs. I'm sure he wanted a fastball there, but you can't be swinging at ones that are that high. Might be time to tighten it up. Swings and misses at the fastball up in the zone for the K. No messing around out there. He kept on firing in heaters, challenging the batter to do something with it, and he just couldn't make it happen. And now it's going to be Danny Mendick. That clips the zone, and that's strike one. It's been a good outing so far on the hill, but he's not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. If he doesn't get a little more efficient, things could go south.
Ball.
Curveball drops in for a strike. Great job so far on the mound, and I think curveballs like that one are a big part of the reason why. Swing and a miss. Slider ran away for strike 3 there. Impeccable command in that inning. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. Electric stuff out there on the mound. We're back here at the ballpark. We'll move on to the bottom of the 6th. Here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. In the air to left. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
The designated hitter, the next to hit. That misses. Ball one. Right through there for a strike. He's staying away from the lefty batter. Of course, a lot of left-handers like to swing when it's down and in. And the 1-1. And another ball.
1 strike.
Two-one pitch. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Round first, hustling for 2. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now. Pretty clear he got exactly what he was looking for right there. He was right on top of that pitch. Jumped off the bat, and the double was a pretty clear possibility right away. Now a chance to take the lead, and that's an opportunity they can't afford to squander this late in the game. Runner at second, 1 away. Here's the third baseman, Matt Carpenter. And that's outside. And that's ball one. Go ahead run at second here in the bottom of the sixth.
No, that's the ball.
Wise to take that slider down and in. Very difficult to square that up. Swings and misses. Strike one. Movement in the bullpen. Jared Schuster up and loosening in the pen. Baroa getting cranked up as well. And now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And the slider just misses. Brandon Crawford waits on deck. And that's ball four.
The batter, number 35.
One down. Brandon Crawford digs in now. Definitely wants to avoid hitting an easy bouncer here. A grounder in the infield should be an inning-ending double play.
No.
Wouldn't chase that time. Line drive for a base hit. Runner around third. The run scores from second. They take the lead. It's 2-1. Comes through with the RBI. You talk about strong hands. He's got it. That one was inside, and it got pretty deep in the zone. And he still got good wood on the ball for the hit to the opposite field. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Brad Kellett done for the afternoon. And the line not closed yet, still responsible for the runners on base. Back with the new pitcher after this. Jared Schuster will take over here. Manager playing the percentages here by bringing in the lefty arm against a left-handed batter. First and second with one away. Alec Burleson now at the plate. Fouled off. He was late. And the 0-1 now. This one chopped on the ground, but fouled. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the second game of the series. Ground ball left side into the outfield, base hit. Come to the plate. Here's the throw. It's offline and the run scores. Against it with 2 strikes right there, but still managed to win the at-bat. And he wasn't swinging for the downs there, but that was some really solid contact. That's a swing young hitters should try to emulate. 1 out and 2 on. And now the first baseman, Lucan Baker, 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's off the inside edge. Try to get him chasing on the changeup. This is better discipline we're seeing from this hitter after striking out multiple times in this one. And now the 2-0. And another ball. Wasn't a strike, but the changeup away is well located here. He's gunning for that double play. Nice job by the hitter to take it. And now the 3-0 pitch. And fires in a heater at 95. Crawford on second, Burleson at first, 1 out. Line drive, base hit. And that's the second out of the inning on the force play. He's got to be more aware on the bases. I think he got a bad read on the ball, and the outfielder was able to throw him out as a result. That'll cost him in kangaroo court. And now, the catcher, number 43. RBI knocked the last time up, and now a chance to drive in another run. That misses the zone. Ball one. And that's in for a strike. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And now the 1-2. And that just misses. Wow, he's showing an excellent eye at the plate. Really tough pitch to take. Swings and misses, struck him out. 2 left on. 7th inning up next. The Redbirds out front here, 3-1. And we're back from St. Louis. And here's the first baseman, Gavin Sheets.
The first baseman, Gavin Sheets.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Sinker gets the ball into the zone. That's a strike. Action in the pen down there. Keenan Middleton up and throwing. Number 62 getting loose as well. Center field. Carlson moving under him. And it's caught for the out.
Now the third baseman.
Next up, Mike Moustakas. That misses the zone, and that's ball one. And a base hit up the middle. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. Great job of hitting to not get tied up or jammed on the inside pitch. He showed a compact, efficient swing that got the barrel to the ball and shot it back up the middle for the hit. 1 gone and a runner on at first. The left fielder will hit next. He swings and fouls one off. Tying run waits at the plate. And now it's all even up.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fly ball out to center. Carlson under this one. Makes the grab for the second out. Rafael Ortega, the next to hit. This one is labeled. Great effort to haul it in. And that will retire the side. So 1 hit is all they get. Midway through inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. The Redbirds with the lead, 3-1. We return in St. Louis. Hope you had a good stretch at home, except for the last half of the 7th. Now the left fielder, Jordan Walker. Fly ball out to left field. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now the center fielder, Dylan.
Here's the center fielder, Dylan Carlson.
Carlson.
0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Puts this one in the air down the line. That drops in no man's land, a foul ball. Try to get him chasing on the changeup. Next pitch in for a strike. Downstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. They'll probably get a decent pitch to hit in this spot. They know the 3-hole hitter is on deck. Good plate appearance there, able to take the walk.
Now that second
One gone,
baseman.
runner at first. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. First offering misses the mark. Carlson leading off first with 1 away. Swing lifted to left field. The left fielder drifts towards it, makes the call and the grab. Now a chance for the designated hitter, number 16. 1 for 3. Fastball for a strike. Just misses the inner half. Missed off the inside, and it's 2-1. Line drive, that's a base knock out into center field. Roped that one into center. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. That's 2 straight hits for these guys. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field. Carpenter in the box now. No balls and a strike. The 0-1 from the lefty. Right through there for a strike. Looking at 2 straight pitches and now down 0-2. You're just hoping to make contact. Already in a big hole, and the pitcher clearly has the advantage. Gets him swinging. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, 2 left on base. 8th inning coming up next. The Redbirds out front, 3-2-1. Keenan Middleton gets the ball now, charged with hanging on to this lead.
Keenan Middleton. Leading off.
Now at the dish, the second baseman, and he's already gone yard in this one with a solo homer in the 3rd inning. We'll see if he can launch another one out of here. And he grounds it to the right side. Donovan tosses to first. Leadoff batter out here in the 8th.
The center fielder, number 12, Kevin Pillar.
Now, Kevin Pillar. a laser into the outfield. Pulls it down, 2 gone now. And he may be feeling down as he heads back to the dugout, but that's a swing to be proud of. That ball was torched, even if he has nothing to show for it. More swings like that, and he'll be on track for a promotion. Perez stands in now and watches strike 1. This offense is looking a bit stagnant right now. They need to shake it off and get something going. And it's 1-1.
1 strike.
2 down and nobody aboard, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got the bat going too soon there. It's strike 2.
2 strikes.
And the ball evens the count. Such a difficult pitch to lay off of. Swings through that one for a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down here. And this remains a 3-1 game. On to the bottom of the 8th. Digging in, Brandon Crawford.
Not shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Sliced hard, but foul. Oh, 1 now. Way out front for strike 2. Gotta stay back and track that left-on-left breaking ball, or you'll struggle with it. They try to get a chase on a slider down and away. Try to get him chasing on the changeup. Ground ball to the right side. 1 gone in the bottom of the 8th.
Now back, the right fielder, Alec Burleson.
Now up, Alec Burleson. In the air to left center. Sizing this one up. And 2 away now.
Now back, first baseman, Lucan.
Base is empty with 2 out. Next to hit, Lucan Baker. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a groundout. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that drops in for a strike. Short hop liner handled it short. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. It's a 1-2-3 inning as the lead remains 3-1. John King comes on now. Closing is a very tough job, but he seems to have the organization's trust already. If he shows out at this level, they'll probably give him a shot to do it at a higher level, too. Fouled off to the right. Squares to bunt, but misses. The strikeout there. And a strikeout, that's out number 1 here in the 9th. He's 2 outs away. Danny Menden digs in now. 0 for 3. Fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Fly ball to right field and deep. 2 away.
Now back, the first baseman.
So down to their final out of this one. And now the first baseman, Gavin Sheets. That's in for a strike. Late swing, foul to the left. King is just 1 strike away. That misses. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
They try to get a chase on a slider down and away. 2-2 now. Punches that one away with 2 strikes. And another ball. With the tying run lurking on deck, he has to throw a strike here. Can't give up the walk. 2 outs and nobody aboard. And that one is foul. We'll try again. Now the payoff pitch. That one is foul. We'll see another. In the air, along the left field line. Should be trouble here. He turns and heads for second. That's a double. He really showed some great fight right there. They were down to their last strike, and he still came through with a hit to keep them alive. Runner at second here with 2 gone. And next, the cleanup hitter, Mike Moustakas. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
1 strike.
And the tying run's at the plate. They're down to their final strike of the game. With first base open, he can afford to be a little cautious with this batter. Might just pitch around him. Ground ball to the right side. Sneaks through, base hit. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. But it's offline. The run will score. And it's a 1-1 game. So 2 down. The left fielder now at the plate. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. You know he's looking for something to drive with a potential tying run over at first base. If he can put one in the gap, look out. The 0-1 offering. Comes up empty. Strike 2. Quickly in a 2-strike count. We'll see how aggressive he is at the plate. 0-2. Here's the pitch. That's a little bit low. Here comes the 1-2 pitch.
2-2.
Hit to the left side. This should be it. And that's the ball game. A 3-2 final score in this one. So they hang on to win it by a run. For our whole outstanding crew here at the show, I'm Ben Gelman. We'll see you soon.
First for the victorious Redbirds. 3 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 8 runners on base. For the Knights, 2 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 3 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 48 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.